What is correct, and everyone? This is Renilzy coming back at you with some Honkai Star Rail, and today we will be talking about the best wind characters. Like I said last video, we'll be splitting these into best DPS and best support or sustain. That way we're not stepping on the toes of everyone. Do not forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will jump right. So first, alphabetically, A. Anaxa. This might be spoilers. He might just straight up win already. Like, I might just put him on the board as the winner already. If you guys watched last video, Evernight won because of the ability to be a sub DPS and a main DPS. And guess who can do that exact same thing? This man right here, Anaxa. He might even get more points though, because he can literally, like, you cannot, as long as there's no like toughness lock, right? You're not stopping this guy from reducing your toughness. There's gonna be a point where he's gonna apply wind, and then he's just going to go to town on your toughness bar. That means a lot. Just being able to force yourself to be workable in that situation within the weakness infusion is such a freaking awesome thing. I hope they do that a little more in the future. Maybe that doesn't make Anaxa as unique per se, but just weakness infusion is such a really cool mechanic, and I think it's freaking awesome because, like I said, it makes, you're forcing the character to be good. So for, I guess, an example, right? I use him mainly with Madame Herda. You don't have to though, but I use him with Madame Herda mainly and Pure Fiction. At some point, Anaxa or Madame Herda is going to be able to break their toughness because of Anaxa. That means a lot. And you have pretty good free-to-play options for him as well. I don't want to talk, like I said, I'm not trying to talk about too much about free-to-play options, but they are there. It's the other, there's that one Herda shop. Where is it? It's a Herda shop cone that's free, and it's pretty good for him actually. Let me go over there just so I can show you guys real quick. I don't have it yet. We'll probably pick it up fairly soon though. Why is this tweaking? Oh wait, I'm go here. It is this one. Up to 7 weaknesses can be taken into effect. So this is literally just for Anaxa, and it's such a good option. You don't even really need his signature anymore because you can just use this and you'll be doing well. Obviously, you could pick up his actual light cone, and that's probably a little better, but really good free play option sitting right there. You don't really need it. Back to Anaxa though. Character design wise, I think he's cool. I like the whole astral thing going on with his chest right here. And then there's the whole, when he's, it's actually character kit. I'll talk about that a little later. Something I thought was funny is, like, it looks like these are master seals from Fate. I thought that was kind of funny. I had joked about how he was a master, but obviously he's not. He does look very scholarly though, like with his outfit, so that's really cool. Now I'll talk about what I was about to talk about. Hit-wise, he had his ult where it's like the freaking tree. It's like, okay, so obviously he's connected to the grove, right? So that's one thing, but you can also see that tree as the tree of knowledge. I'm sure that might have been somewhat of the point of the grove, is that you're there with Circes, who is very knowledgeable. He's with the tree of knowledge. You could see that with his ult, and then he opens his eye, so, or maybe not his eye, he takes off his eye patch as if maybe to see more, or he understands more, so he takes off his eye patch. I thought that was a cool touch. But just, this guy is crazy, dude. You get a lot of value out of him, whether or not you really care about him as a character. Having him on your account means a lot. You can force him into a lot of situations. Especially if you're talking about single target applications, he can pretty much just force himself into that situation and he'll do quite well for you. Which reminds me, I need to try one of the new end game refreshes with Anaxa as my single target because he does have bounce. He can do that. That's another really cool thing that Anaxa has that's unique. I believe it's every bounce of Anaxa's skill uses a weakness. If I can find it. Unless it's his talent doing it. Hey, that he uses weakness. What the heck? Alright, well, it's fine. He infuses weakness. Y'all understand this. I want to say it's every bounce that he does infuses a weakness on the enemy. So again, amazing character design. He can be a sub DPS, he can be a main DPS. Since he's a bounce character, bounce tends to be, well, bounce is better than blast on single target. So let's say you're fighting a boss and it's just the boss. Saber is not going to do as well as an Anaxa will because of how bounce works. So every instance of damage on bounce goes to that one character instead of just being on, randomly bouncing to the enemies. So you get to use him as a single target character as well as AoE. So that's really cool. And they designed his bounce in such a way that it tries to hit enemies that haven't been hit by it yet. Which is cool. He's probably the one we're talking about for the longest amount of time, honestly, but it's just, he really is that interesting as a character to me, and he just is that good as a character to have. You're not bricked or nothing if you don't have him, but just having him in the first place just means a lot. Especially if you want to talk about pure fiction with him and Madame Herta, they're gonna tear it up, let's be real. Okay, so next character, I guess we'll talk about Black Swan. I don't have her. I want her. She's coming in version 4.0. Problem. Iceland's is coming. But that's, I talked about that in the version 4.0 live stream. Anyway, Black Swan, character design-wise, love her design. It's really cool. She's got it. The way she's dressed kind of shows a little more how mysterious she is because we don't really know a lot about her, to be honest. And I think they do a pretty good job at showing the mysteriousness of her with her outfit. Garden Recollection with the whole art right here too, like the shards of memories. That's really cool as well. Character design wise, or kit rather, she's great. She could be better, and guess what? She's gonna get better in version 4.0. But she kind of fell off a little bit, but she's also optimal on the Dot team anyway. So like, did she really fall off if she's still in the best spot for Dot as optimal runs? Probably not, but she's there. She's not in competition though, honestly. Blade, yeah. Okay, we'll talk about Blade. Blade is technically a free character now, so that is some brownie points for him. He's not enough to make it on the actual list or nothing, but yeah, it's, he is a free option now. You can lose 50/50s to him. We have him E2. My bad. We have him E3. Jeez. Pretty good carry. He could be sub DPS technically for Casteries. I don't know how really awesome that team is. I'll never know because we have the entire Casteries core besides Evernight before we were to get Blade on that team. So I don't know, but he's a good option. He's there. You can use him. Character design wise, I think he's cool. Interesting how he has the one eye hidden, maybe because he's kind of shutting off some of his emotions because he seems very not emotional. I'm sure it's because he doesn't really want to be here right now and he's wants to die and all that stuff. Wants to game end and all that. Looks really cool though. He looks very much like a gun show character, which, kind of was what he is. he's good, and his buff did him pretty well. He probably got out the best out of the DPSs there, which, you know, it's him and Jing Liu, so not too much else there. Other free-to-play option is Bronya. That's not Bronya. Why did I click on her? Bronya. I love Bronya's design. I like how she has the same design language as the Silvermane guards. You have the ice here too, probably to show that it's Eurilo 6 and it's very much an ice planet. And then it kind of also shows that she is the Supreme Guardian Battle Bog. Also, her design also kind of commands respect, I feel like, which is also really cool because she is supposed to be the pretty much commander itself of Eurilo 6 now, so the fact that they got across in her design language is quite good. Character kit wise, awesome, amazing, really good free to play option. Obviously there's better options than her, but Anomaly Arbitration has 3 teams. You can probably find a slot for her. Not much else to talk about here, but I mean, awesome character, awesome design, good kit. Not much else to talk about. Okay, now we can talk about Cerydra. I got a little excited. Cerydra is the case where we'll probably see more use in the Elation meta, I'm thinking. But she's good now, but she's the specialized supports, so like, you don't have Final, you don't have Anaxa, you don't pull for her. Simple. It is, one thing I thought was really funny is that she commands a lot of respect, but that she's so freaking short. But she's still gonna command the respect out of you. I thought that was really funny. She has all the motifs with chess in her character design, so they have like the rook right here. Maybe she herself would be seen as the king. She has like the down here, I think it's like pawns. It's hard to tell. Her feet, her heels rather. Cool though. She's not in conversation though. Like, she's a really awesome support for Finon and Anaxa, but she's a little specialized, so she can win here. Dan Hong Hunt, no, not in conversation. Not really. Feixiao. I mean, she was in the conversation before Archer came to us, but now he's here, so Feixiao isn't as much of a must run now. We'll get her on rerun. I plan on it. So I like her a lot, character design wise. Sustain, we got Huohuo. She might go in here over the supports though. So far, I'm looking at like the wind list right now, and I'm not really impressed with any of the supports right now. So Huohuo might win. We'll see for that slot at least. Like I said, I'm trying not to make free-to-play options I'm not gonna include free-to-play characters at all, honestly. Unless the free-to-play character is actually summonable, in which case, okay, maybe we'll include them, but in terms of just you get this character for free, and that's the only way you get them, we'll see. Oof. Yeah. Here's the problem, right? Her kit is so strong. Hyacine's kit is. I don't know if it's healthy for the game, though. Yeah, you're functionally immortal when Hyacine's on your team, which is awesome. Is that good character design for kit, though? That I'm not so sure about, because that means that they're going to probably make the bosses hit harder. It's probably going to make other sustains struggle more. That might not be true, I don't know. But I can see that happening because Hyacine just does so much healing, so much damage. He does a lot. I'm tempted to give her best sustain just out of how strong she is, but I don't know if that's really what's healthy for the game. She's probably gonna win this though, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of feels like she's so much better to the point where it honestly kind of feels like a cop-out if I don't put her in there, so she kind of has to go in. So she's probably gonna win that. Saber's next. I mean, good DPS. I don't really know if I have her. As much as I love Saber, I don't know if I can slap her on the best DPS though. especially with Anaxa here, because I mean she's a great option. Don't get it wrong, but Anaxa, dude, he does too much, man. He just does too much. If I don't include Anaxa, she probably does go here though, because there's not another wind character right now that's of the same caliber that her and Anaxa are at. That Sampo is also on here, but he's not in the conversation. I'll mention that he is character here. Kinda it, yeah. I feel like that was a little faster than last one, but I mean, there's pretty much, it's just like DPS, we're talking about Anaxa. There he is. And then we're talking about maybe Saber, but Anaxa is a sub DPS enemy DPS, thus he wins our DPS role. And then support or sustain, I mean, the supports are good here. They're not awesome or amazing, like universally speaking. Cerydra great, but she's not universal. And then like, so honestly, it's between the sustains. And I mean, let's be honest, guys, are we taking Huohuo or are we taking Hyacine? What's better for the game is probably going to be Huohuo, but Hyacine is just that strong. And I just have to give it to Hyacine sustain, unfortunately or unfortunately. Again, I don't know if it's healthy, but she's here. You have her. Hopefully they don't power creep how hard the enemies hit because of Hyacine being here. Because, you know, we want other sustains to be able to be good. So hopefully they don't really do that with Hyacine being out now, especially in version 4. I suppose we'll see though. And that will conclude us for today for Wind. Hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next video. Laters.